my name is Karina. Thanks for joining me here today. I'm just here in my cozy blanket, like being completely chill, drinking my tea. The blanket is from Indigo, by the way, and I literally live in it. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about being introverted in a world that's quarantined. So it's officially the 1 month mark where we've been quarantined for exactly a month, and I just wanted to share my thoughts with you about being introverted in a time like this. So I think it's really funny because in the beginning when I heard about the whole working from home thing, like a lot of other companies started working from home, and then as soon as our office kind of closed down, stop saying kind of, stop! And then as soon as our office closed down and we were able to work from home, I was overjoyed. Like, I literally told my coworkers, like, this is an introvert's dream come true. Like, I looked back through my Facebook likes and just to see like all of the likes that I've been liking this past month in quarantine. So I'm going to share some on the screen with you as I talk. But basically it's just like canceling plans, working from home, being by yourself and not at all being exhausted by, you know, being in an environment full of always talking to people. Like, it is literally the dream come true. Like, nothing can be better to an introvert. And so I was really excited about that. I was excited to stay home and kind of just do my own thing. I've been watching a lot of like TED Talks and Susan Cain speeches. Literally amazing. Like, I love listening to her. I could listen to her all day and night. I'm currently reading her book Quiet Power. So I definitely want to talk a lot more in depth about that topic. But it's funny because our society is built on extroverts, and everything that we do in terms of even growing up in school and our school projects and having group assignments. And I mean, I remember one time having French class in grade 12, and every single week or something we had to have like a presentation, kind of like spur of the moment, where our teacher would give us a topic, and we would have to, maybe we had like 5 minutes to prepare, and then we would have to talk in French orally in front of the class for that topic, and she would time us for like 2 minutes. And literally French class in grade 12 gave me so much anxiety, and I kept thinking during that time, like, there has to be something better, there has to be like another way. Like, why are we not adhering to the comfort and, I don't know, I just, even like the learning ability of introverts? Like, why is it only catered to extroverts and like the people who love to present and public speak and everything like that? So anyways, you should definitely check out Susan Cain if you're interested in all of that. But how our society is built on extroverts, and especially in the office setting as well, you always have to, you know, be talking with a lot of people, meetings, obviously always working in a team. You are being kind of not brainwashed, I guess, but kind of forced to completely change who you are and mirror what you see. And what you see is mostly like the extroverts, like talking and participating, and like by them doing that you think, wow, they must be really more knowledgeable, smarter. We see them and we want to be like them, and that has been me for the longest time ever. Like, growing up, just like in those awkward years where you're kind of just like, who am I? Like, what am I bringing to the world? Like, what am I even saying? And so I would always observe extroverts, and I would think that that's kind of like, I would think that that's the role model that I had to be and I had to turn into. Like I was saying, it's funny how our world caters and glorifies, I guess, and only extroverts, and now at the time where it's like the introvert quarantine era, where we are able to basically be our true selves and accept ourselves for who we are and not need to change ourselves and our basic personality and our basic ability and creativity to cater to people who are extroverts just because they might not understand our working style. And now they have to change who they are to be us. If you look around, like, we're all quarantined, we can't like get out of the house. I mean, we can walk and stuff, obviously, but we can't do or go anywhere with more people than our family.
Did I just put on red lipstick to go to the grocery store? Yep, I did.
And so that's basically the life of an introvert anyway. This is what we prefer to do. We prefer to just stay home and have some quiet time to ourselves, and I don't know, I feel like we have more like chill vibes where we are just completely happy just having less people and more personal deep talks. I mean, that's what I've always preferred. Like, I don't enjoy going to parties where there's a lot of people, especially strangers who I don't know. Like, I get very anxious. And so, like I was saying, how introverts are, I guess, subconsciously maybe even, but forced to change who they are to be catered into this extrovert world. Now it's like the tables have turned. Now they know how we feel. They're getting restless. They want to, obviously, they get all their energy from talking to people and being with people, and like that's how they get refilled. This might just be 1 month that extroverts are kind of forced to basically go against every like natural instinct, but introverts have been doing this their whole life. Like this whole idea that even Susan Cain was saying, like, fake it till you make it, like we're forced to change based on who we think we're supposed to be and based on who is the loudest in society, and we need to mirror that type of thing. We think we do, at least. Now, it's not like I don't miss the outside world. I miss it very dearly. I even wrote in my Instagram caption, like, I'm an introvert and I love my quiet alone time, but this is completely different. It's like this quarantine has completely just stripped like all of my freedoms and all of the things that it took for me so long to earn and for like so long to just grow up and finally have. Just the things that you're always looking forward to in life when you're growing up, when you're a child, like driving and just like getting dressed and putting makeup on, hanging out with people, and finally getting a job, like a 9 to 5 in the office, and just being by yourself, just being independent. Like, I miss feeling that, because when you're stuck at home, you just don't. You lose all sense of that, and that's what I've been feeling lately. So I'm not just saying that this is complete bliss for introverts. I think it's hard for everyone, especially how there's not a complete category where you 100% fit in, whether it's introvert or extrovert. It could be ambivert, and you know, we're always changing, so sometimes we're feeling, you know, more on one type of the spectrum than the other, and you know, we grow and we evolve and we change and become more comfortable with things that we never knew before. So I don't think it's easy for anyone, because introverts love being by themselves. We love our own space, and sometimes when you're just, I don't know, with your family 24/7, like I love my family, I love you mom and dad, but you know what I mean, like I think they're getting sick of us, and you know, it's just being stuck together all the time and just not having that time in your routine and your schedule to maybe just like reflect, like my time on the train, for example, or you know, my freedom to buy Starbucks, even just like the little simplest things. Like personally, I'm like a person who thrives on like the small simple things in life. Like I don't need that much. I just need like Starbucks and sushi and friends, and I miss hanging out with my friends. I miss having that heartfelt connections, like that one-on-one time where we just talk about life's frustrations. And of course we can do that on FaceTime, but it's completely obviously not the same, and I'm sure you know that. It's a really funny kind of twist of fate, if you could say. I'm pretty sure that's a Taylor Swift, yeah, that's a Taylor Swift lyric, that the world kind of went for the introverts this time. Obviously not like purposefully, but I'm just like observing how it is, and it's just like, oh, now the extroverts want to know what we do to spend our, like how we spend our time and what we do to have fun just in our own homes. And I've loved seeing how creative people get. I think it's so cool that people are doing DIYs and cooking all the time and just getting closer to each other with their family. It's definitely a time to slow down, like I said on my Instagram caption as well. I mean, the other month I was complaining on my Instagram caption how life is just so go, go, go. Like I was just working every single day, having maybe 2 free hours for myself per day just because of the commute and everything, and I was feeling drained. And now it's just like the world came to an exact 360-degree shift. I think we need a balance of both, just like anything. We love our free time by ourselves, but we also love to be independent in the city where we can observe people. I love just feeling alive when I'm walking through downtown, and you know, the hustle and the bustle of like the people walking by and the beautiful weather and hearing the birds chirping. It's also like a writer's muse as well, like just like observing things and getting inspired. Just there's a lot of misunderstandings and misconceptions, and you feel every expectation and pressure against you to, you know, be very talkative and be very outspoken and you know, we can be like that, but it's just in different ways because we are creative, we are smart, we are resilient, we are hardworking, we spend a lot of time on things and we give everything, it our all, like we're very passionate. And again, I'm not saying extroverts can't be like that either. Obviously, we're different and we do things differently and we see things differently. Just like a person who's more logical and a person who's maybe more creative, like they see the world completely different. It's all about perspective, and the world is better for that, for our differences. I urge you to really learn about the people in your life and who they are, and knowing that can basically help you connect with them in a special way because you truly know, you know, how they operate and how they rationalize things and what their superpowers are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Please like this video and consider subscribing if you're interested in more introversion and self-reflective topics, a little bit of vlogging, and I'll see you in another video.